Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's Thursday night conversations. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Hello. I'll wait for all the notifications to go out. I'm going to wait until I get a notification on my end, and then we'll go ahead and kick things off. So say hello as you are popping on. Tonight, we're talking about how to start making money online with digital products plus mentorship. So I am going to take a deep dive and share with you more about this digital marketing course with master resale rights that I sell. And on top of that, I'm going to talk about how do we incorporate the mentorship to help you in accelerating your results. And really talk about how to put both of them together to give you an edge and to give you the advantage. So say hello as you are popping on. I'm so excited to be diving in. I thought that I was running a little bit late, and I was actually really, I was kind of excited about running a little bit late because it allowed me to think about something that I think is so important going into tonight's conversation. As you know, I haven't been going live as much, right? I've been going live Thursday. I'm back to Thursday night conversations and super Saturdays. But the reason I'm so excited for tonight, not only the topic alone, because I really felt like I owed it to do a Thursday night conversation where it's kind of like an op night, right? Where we're really dive into like how we're able to use what we have access to give us an edge and give us an advantage in making money faster than most people that are venturing into this arena. But I've kind of alluded to this over time, but it really dawned on me as I was like fixing myself up to go live is it's so important that I share and I began to document more and share what's happening inside of my business, because it's not just about the money. It's not just about the results, but it really is about how I've gotten to a place in my business where, and I've said this before, if you've been hanging out with me, where the level of certainty about the results that are happening and how they are happening, it's really exciting, but it's exciting in a way where it's like, I want to really help other people get this, because this isn't the first time in my business where I've made this kind of money or had this kind of success. And I want to talk real briefly about, two times in particular where I really thought I was onto something just to be proven that I wasn't and that I had to start all over again. And in both instances, right, I felt like I had a really good foundation, but the one thing that I didn't have control over was the actual opportunity to earn. And every single person that I'm able to help now, the journey that I am on now, there's the ownership of opportunity, right? Because we invest into a digital asset and we're taught how to create digital assets so that no one can ever take away our earning potential or our earning opportunities. And another thing is the fact that even in those two instances where I was earning, very consistent 5-figure months, I didn't really understand how to look at my business. Where now it's like when I look at my business, there is this element of certainty because I understand where the element of certainties are actually coming from. Therefore, I know how to add fuel to those areas in my business to keep the sustainability coming and to keep leveling up in those areas. Like, let me know if that makes sense. And so for me, it's so important. Like when I talk about 86.1% growth from January to February, and I think in Stripe today, it shows that compared to last year, right, that my business is up 108%. Y'all, like that is huge. Like I always say, I'm going to get me a shirt. I'm going to get some mugs, right? Where can a girl like me do that? Where can a girl like me do this? Where can someone like you have that kind of increase? Right here on the internet, like right here on the internet, when you learn how to truly write your own checks and be in control, right, of your own earning, not just your earning potential, but your earning opportunities. And so I just feel like I owe it to people, right, to really share what this is about and how you can set yourself up to get your share. You guys, I know what kind of work goes into getting the kind of results that I'm getting in my business right now. And so when I see people out there just straight up lying about, getting 20 sales a day and 60 sales a day, everything in me, it bothers me, not because they're lying, but because people are trusting that what they're saying is factual. And so it's like they're putting false trust in someone to help them in a way that's not even really happening. And the reason I like to share what's going on is because I don't think what I'm experiencing is out of reach for anyone. Knowing all that I know right now, it's just not out of reach for anyone that can learn what it is that I know and begin to run and implement their business in a certain way. That is the exact knowing that I have. That's the exact certainty that I have. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I do the videos. I go live. I send the emails. I do everything so intentional in my business because it's not just about trying to attract people to a money-making opportunity. But at this phase for me, it's getting you indoctrinated into a new way of doing business than maybe you've ever done before, so that you can really begin to create that kind of certainty in your business where, again, certain elements do become a science where you can look at certain data and know how results are coming in and create that level of predictability. And if you're just getting started, you're brand new to all of this, helping you to get started in such a way where you begin to build really strong, stable, and sustainable foundations for yourself right from the beginning. And that's what's so important. It's not just trying to get to these income levels, because I've said this so many times over the years. I believe every person out there has it in them to go and experience big months, right? But is it a milestone or is it a blip it? Did you just work your butt off really, 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 really hard one month and all the chips fell in your favor and allowed you to earn X amount of dollars, but now you don't have repeatable systems, flows, and processes that are going to allow you to keep it going and build upon it and be able to have stories I increased my revenue by 50%, or I shared 86.1%, right? My revenue was up 108% from last year. Are we doing that? Or are we constantly in these cycles of feast and famine where we don't know what's going on and we're just running amok trying to make things happen? I'm here to tell you that's not how it has to be. So in two instances, right, where my income, where I felt like I had gotten there. I felt like I had reached these levels. In one instance, right, the company owner passed away, and just like that, the opportunity closed up shop because he was a one-man show. Couldn't be avoided, right? He passed away, had a stroke, passed away, opportunity went away. In another instance, almost 3 years into it, the company owner or admin just decided to pull the plug, didn't tell anybody. And just like that, a business where I was earning over $100,000 a year, the past 2 years with it, just like that, I lost that income stream. And so what I love now is that I've been able to take all of my years of doing this, good times, bad times, indifferent times, but everything I've learned, all of my experiences, and it's it all comes down to where we are now. And to know that every single person that's Steph, I want to do what you do. I want to know what you know about making money online. I want to make money online like you. I know that every single person, they're learning not only how to invest into an asset, right? This digital marketing course with master resale rights is an asset that you get to own. So no one can ever take it away from you. If you set that baby in motion and you create a sales system around the course and you begin to sell the course, no one can ever take away that opportunity that you've created for yourself. Someone type in the live chat, that's huge. If you decide to learn from the digital marketing course how to create your own digital products, your own digital offers, your own digital services, no one can ever take away those products, those offers, those services that you have created and that you put out into the world. That's what writing your own check is really, really about, is that you have as much possible control as you can have. And the elements that you don't have control over, they can easily be replaced with other systems, right? So like the marketing system, I don't ever see a time where I'm going to own my own marketing system. But if a marketing system goes down, I could just simply, go to another marketing system, right? I just did that this week, closed up one email list, right? And I migrated my email list over to system.io. Right? I've been doing this for 16 years. There's so many marketing systems and autoresponders that I've used over the years. That's just one of those elements like ultimately we can't control. But when I look at where my 5 figures a month is coming from, I own the assets. I own the opportunity, right? No one can ever take away the elements I have in place that are contributing to my business revenue, my profits, and deciding to level them up every single month. I just have such a high sense of obligation to not just share the opportunity with people, but to really get people to understand the gravity of why this is so important, what you can do with it. I sent out 2 emails today, one to those that have requested information and those that are actual customers. Because I believe whether you're looking on to get more information or whether you already own it, oftentimes we still have to be equipped or we still have to learn how to actually use the information. Because there are a lot of people that do have access and simply are not doing. They're not writing their own checks. They're not fully taking advantage of what they have access to, right? And oftentimes what I realize is because a lot of times people just don't know how. And for those that are looking on, right, and you're trying to evaluate, is this a good decision? Is this what I actually want, right? Compared to like what I've been searching for, I really want to let you know like what you potentially have your hands on and how you can leverage such a digital marketing course and all the information within it, as well as the master resale rights, as well as the mentorship to help you make 2024 like your breakthrough year, to help you create amazing milestones, right, in this year, and to help you build a business on a very, very strong foundation so that you're actually creating sustainability. And that's truly what it's all about. Make $1,000 this month, make 1,500 next month, make 3,000 the next 4. That's what we actually want. We don't want a $10,000 month. You may think you want that, but then to not know how to repeat it, that's called frustration. That stinks. Trust me. Trust me. Instead, you want to know, wow, like you want to just have this piece, right? That you're actually building a well-oiled machine. That is what you want. This morning, and I'll get into our notes after this. Thank you, Megan. That's huge. Exactly. This morning, I've been really good at going to bed lately for the past couple of days, right? Drink my natural calm. I go to bed at a decent time. I'm focused on getting my 8 hours in. And lately, I've been waking up like before 8 hours, but it's like I want to get my time in. I really enjoy sleep. And so I was set to get up at 7:30 this morning. And I woke up at like 6:47. And I remember I looked at my phone to see what time it was. It said 6:47. That's how I remember. I put my phone down. And as soon as I put it down, it cha-ching. And I literally said out loud, I said, well, that's fun. And I didn't even look to see what it was. I just assumed it was a course sale, right? But that's what came on my head. Well, that's fun. And I went back to sleep for like the next 45 minutes. Y'all, that's what this is about. Being able to have a business that's set up where people can, patron your business 24/7, 365, where you can make sales 24/7, 365, where people can discover you 24/7, 365, where they can become a lead and join your email list 24/7, 365, where they can make the decision, right, to purchase whatever it is that you're selling 24/7, 365. It is fun. Trust me, it is fun. And again, I do have a sense of obligation to want to help other people learn how to do this, because I have been on the other side of making really great money, but in not being consistent. And that's just, it's not fair, right, for any parties involved. It's not fair for spouses. It's not fair for kids. It's not fair for anyone involved, right, when your business is not ran like a business and it's not producing like a business or it's not consistent. And because we know the masses are failing, the masses are on the struggle bus, the masses are trying to figure this out. Again, I have an obligation to help people get it right. Now that my business is in a place where I understand how to run it like a business, what to look out for, right? How to grow it, how to manage it, how to forecast what's happening, what's going on, how to know that it's predictable, how to create repeatable flows so that nothing's a fluke, nothing's a blip it. We don't know how we're getting results or where success is coming from. It's like now that I have a handle on those things, there's a bigger obligation than just selling an opportunity to learn or an opportunity to make money. But the obligation, which is where my mentorship comes in, right, is actually how to run your business. So you actually create something that can be dependable in your life. So I hope you get it, right? I hope that makes sense to you. And I hope that's what you are here for. If you're here with me live, I mean, like you're in the live chat, right? Go ahead and type in the live chat. Like, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Someone commented on my video, one of my videos last night, and they said, I hope you're good for it, or something to that degree. Like, I hope you can back it up, because there are so many people out there that take your money and then they kick rocks. And my response back was just very straightforward. I said, you're watching a recording of my live stream. You literally hear me engaging with people on the live chat. Those are my customers. Those are my peeps. I have a whole mentorship hub. I do office hours every single Tuesday live that people can show up to, right? I do a whole hangout every single month where we train and we just kick knowledge and mastermind. And I literally said, right, if people don't see me, it's because they kick rocks, not because I did. What I do in my job with mentorship, I treat very, very seriously, because I want people to have success. I want them to get it. I want them to be able to experience what they want to experience in their business. And it takes more than just consuming a course. It takes really learning how to look at your business as a business and begin to activate the right things in your business. That's why I do what it is that I do. Thank you, Veronica. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do what it is that I do, not just to sell a course. The course is wonderful, or I wouldn't sell it. But what I also know is that touch of mentorship, that touch of guidance, that touch of feedback, right? That touch of, this is where I am, can you help me, right? Believe it or not, those are the elements that so many people are lacking that really do make the big difference in not only getting started successfully, but reaching your various levels. One of the strongest things about me in what it is that I do has been my ability to be able to see through what's happening and to understand strategy. The majority of people that I work with don't have that ability. That's where I come in to help them understand the strategy, to help them understand the bigger game. It's always been a strength of mine to be able to look at what's going on and to be able to see through why something is working, why someone is successful. I can see through, right? Like why it makes sense and why I should model it or why I should copy it. I've always been able to figure out strategy. That's an element where most people, they just try to maybe copy or mimic what other people are doing, right? Or they're just so closely like, let me just do what the training is doing without really forming a strategy or having an objective around what they're doing. And believe it or not, the success that you're seeking, it requires you, right? To be able to understand strategy and to be able to look at your business and be able to identify and understand what's working and why it's working. So no, I'm not here just to sell you a course, right? I am here literally to indoctrinate you into, right, like this world of digital marketing to help you truly get what it is that you want so that you actually enter this game the right way with the right mindset. Because I understand that I do attract people that are out there looking for business opportunities. That is not what this is. This is not the business opportunity mindset, right? This is information that will help you go on to write your own check and do what you want to do, right? If you develop the revenue instincts, right? You understand what business is all about and you set yourself up for that. There's a really, really big difference. So I could create this big rah-rah, right? Over, you make $500 and you make $500 and all you got to do is just sign up and sell the course. It would be wonderful if it really was just that. But selling the course and actually making money selling the course is a reward for learning digital marketing, honing your skills, mastering your skills, getting out there and implementing what it is that you learn through the actual course. Making money, right, is a reward for learning what's actually in the course. What a novel concept, right? What a novel concept. Do you see why people have failed and they're struggling with a lot of these opportunities? Because while the opportunities are fine vehicles, it's like going down and buying a Maserati, but not learning how to drive a Maserati, or buying a Lamborghini because you have the money to buy a Lamborghini and it's a great vehicle, but you don't learn how to drive the Lamborghini, right? A great vehicle is a great vehicle, but learning how to drive it's a whole nother thing. Same thing online. A great money-making opportunity is a great money-making opportunity. But if you don't know how to get set up for online business success, right, then your fine money-making opportunity ain't going to make you no money, right? Those are just the facts. And that's what more people need to understand, is that we've got to do three things. We got to invest, right? We got to learn, actually four things. We got to invest. We got to learn from what we invest in. We got to apply it directly back to our business, right? Show up to help other people. And that's where the money is had. If you're struggling right now, right, which one of those areas have you been lacking? If you've been struggling online, because the facts are, if you're in something and you've been trying and you're not making money, it's because you're lacking the skills. Making money is a skill. Making money is a skill. In this course, in the lessons and in the modules in this course, you develop those skills. You learn what the money-making skills are. You learn what the high-income skills are. You learn how to develop them. You learn how to implement them inside of your business. Because believe it or not, no matter where you are right now, whether you've been flailing around for years, right, or whether you're just looking to get started, we all have to learn the same things. We all have to learn the same things. That's what I love about this course, is that it's no longer difficult for people to learn the skills. It's no longer difficult for people to learn digital marketing and the business of online business. If you've been failing, doing it wrong for many, many years, just relying upon income vehicles, but never learning the business of online business, never becoming savvy in this way, at some point, if you want things to change, you've got to change that dynamic about how you're approaching your business. If you're just getting started and you've been out there looking for opportunities, right? Like, this is your wake-up call that it's never going to be just the great opportunity. I don't care how many gurus are in it. I don't care who's rocking it. I don't care who you think you're joining in it. They may have the skills, but if you don't have the skills, you're not going to rock it the way that they are. It's never in the opportunity. It's in your skills. That is what you want to be in search of. That's what you want to be seeking right now, is how to develop these digital marketing skills. All right, so let's dive into it. Let's talk about it, right? How to start making money online with digital products, right? Plus mentorship. Specifically, right? This digital marketing course as maybe a first digital product for you to sell, or if you decide to sell other digital products along with the mentorship, right? To really help you get what it is that you need to get what it is that you want. All right. Let me know if you're ready. Take a sip of my water and we're going to dive in. One of the things I love is that when I look at the comments of those that are coming into the mentorship, we're talking just the mentorship right now, not the course. And they're going through the growth blitz as an example. The comments literally are blowing me away, Because for so many people, it's the ahas. That's what I've been missing. Or this is what I haven't been doing in my life, or I haven't thought about things this way. It's the incredible amount of ahas and clarity that people are getting based upon what I've shared in the actual Growth Blitz, which is 18 additional lessons that you get as a part of my mentorship. That's huge. Because when we get ahas, we get discoveries, we get downloads, we get insights. It helps us to gain the clarity to take better actions inside of our business. And the way that I was able to put together the Growth Blitz is from my own personal experiences, right? From having a business that wasn't that stable to beginning to build a business that was way more stable. And the thought process that I gave to pivoting in my business to begin getting the results that I'm getting now, right? Another reason why I show up. I want more people in our mentorship. I want more people experiencing what so many people out there are lacking. All right. So literally within our community, the Digital Profits community, right? We give you the opportunity to have like a 1-2 punch. We give people like a 1-2 punch. First off, it's the course. All right. The course is awesome for learning digital marketing and the business of online business. Like literally it is grade A. When I got started with it, we only had a 1.0 version and it was good. It was really good. It's why I decided to run with it. And then we migrated to a new platform and then we got a 2.0 and I got to contribute to the 2.0 by teaching the YouTube training in it. We all thought the 2.0 was like the bomb. We were so excited. I have videos on launch day at 2.0. Like it was amazing, right? We went from a few modules to having 28 modules. Like it is absolutely amazing. We went from just teaching like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook to being able to have YouTube and Pinterest. And now we also have LinkedIn. Amazing, right? And now we just open up 3.0. And what I love about 3.0, it's broken down into sections, which makes it so easy for someone to be able to navigate. So like as an example, today I had one of my customers who I helped set up their system. And I said, your system is all set up. I said, so now it's time to dive into section number 3 and learn about driving traffic. So in section number 3, she's going to learn about creating content. She's going to learn about picking the platform, which for her, it's going to be Pinterest. Like I could just tell people, right? And so the sections in 3.0, okay, remember there's 29 modules all in all with this. Every module has anywhere between a couple of videos to, 10 or 11 videos, depending upon how extensive that particular module is. And for reference, a module really is like a mini course, to be quite honest with you, because you're actually learning a topic, you're learning a strategy, you're learning about something. So the first section is your foundation, right? How to set a vision, really understanding what the course is all about, learning about what digital entrepreneurship is all about, learning about branding. It's laying a really strong foundation. All right. Section number 2 is learning all about automation, right? Not just learning about it, but if you know nothing about it, it shares what automation is and how it works in your business and why it's so important. It teaches you automation. It talks about and teaches you the tools, and then it helps you decide what like tool stack you want to use. And it teaches you how to use that tool stack to get your business set up. So we have like 3 different options that you can plug into. So in section number 2, you're learning how to actually get your automations all set up inside of your business. And let me just tell you, that's something that so many people have struggled with over the years of me, doing what it is that I do. There are people right now that are not solid in their business because they haven't learned the tech. They haven't learned the automation. And in section number 2, not only do you learn all about it, but you learn how to get your automation set up. All right. You get to choose which option is going to work best for you and then be guided through how to actually get that automation set up. Section number 3 is all about driving traffic. So it's like once you've chosen, right, like what system you're going to use, now it's time to consider like how you're going to drive traffic. And in that section, you're learning about content creation, right? You're learning about online marketing. You're learning about advertising and marketing online. And then you're learning about all of the different platforms. And every platform, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook. They all have their own modules. Each one of them is a mini course all to its own. So you're like, I've always wanted to learn Pinterest. And let me just tell you something about everything that you learn in here. If you've yet to reach 5 figures a month solid in your business, if you've yet to build a 6-figure a year online business, everything that's taught in here helps you to build that kind of foundation. You have enough within the course, right, to get you going no matter what it is that you want to do, to begin building that 6-figure a year foundation, to get you to $10,000 plus months if that is what you want. Okay. And so driving traffic is going to help you start learning how to get eyeballs on whatever it is that you want to sell. Module number 4. So what I like about module number 2 is that if you do want to sell the course as your own, like I sell it. So if you want to like experience what that's like, my link is down below in the description, goprowithsteph.com. That's my sales system that sells the actual course. For anyone that purchases the course through me, I actually give you a share code for my marketing system. If you want to use mine as, example or as a model, I give it to you. Or you can use the one that comes in the system. So assuming that you want to sell the course as your very, very first digital product, or that's just the direction you want to go in, you're going to learn how to do that in section number 2. You will walk out of section number 2 with this course set up ready for you to begin selling so that you can begin earning $500 every single time you sell it to someone else, which is where you're going to use the traffic section to actually learn, right, how you're going to decide to market this. No more winging it. No more just doing what you see your mentor doing. You might not want to do YouTube. Pick a platform, learn the platform, set your business up there, right? Generate leads and make money from that platform. It's so beautiful. I love it. If you're someone where you're like, but I have my own ideas. I have some ideas I want to turn into digital products, right? In section number 4, that's where you're going to learn how to build your own offer. You're going to learn things like how to go from idea to a product that's ready for market, how to actually think through, right, the idea that you have and how to create a product out of that idea. And if you decide that you want to create like written digital products, like ebooks and guides, there's an entire module that will walk you through how to create your digital product. If you want to create video-based digital products, there's an entire module that will help you to get set up with creating video-based digital products. So you're not left hanging. This is not a course about selling a course. Y'all know the game, right? Put it in the live chat. This is not a course about selling a course. That's just one thing that you can do. That's one way that you can monetize this course, is by selling it as your own product. The reason I sell it as like the front runner in my business is because I know that if someone is online and they've been struggling or they want to step in the realm of making money online, they've got to know what's in this course. They've got to learn how to do business in a certain way to get the results that they want. We no longer can skirt around this information. We no longer can just join stuff and throw stuff against the wall hoping that it sticks. If you've been doing that, how has that been working for you? For me, right, it made me some money, it made me some good money, but I knew I could do it better. So this course was an instance where I slowed it down just a bit to put my own life vest on. I slowed down to put my own life vest on and to get a real handle over my business and the areas that were not working so hot. I learned how to get them working better. I learned how to treat the important elements of my business more like a business. And I created a way better business for myself, which makes me a way better mentor now, right? Because I have so much more value, so much that I get to share with other people about really how to succeed online. Unlike a lot of people that are just maybe great mentors because they hype you up, maybe they inspire you, but what do they really have to teach you? So I share this often. I don't share my results to be braggadocious. That's the furthest thing from my mind. That's why I really only talk about the fact that I have a 5-figure a month business. You don't need to know where in 5 figures it is. You just need to know I earn 5 figures a month and then I'm growing my business every single month. But I share that because 90% of female operated businesses are not earning six figures a year. So for me, it's important to share it so that you know I walk the walk. You know that I do, right, what it is that I sell, that I am a product of what it is that I encourage other people to invest in. Because if you ever have thought, I would love to know what you know about making money online. I would love to do what you do. It's in this course. And again, I give you the 1-2 punch because you get the course and then you also get my mentorship, where you get a deeper dive into like my mindset, my psyche, what I do, my personal strategies. You get a forum to ask questions. You can show up every Tuesday, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, just hang out, whatever. So that you don't have to be in this all by yourself or think you got to figure it out all by yourself. All right. So number 4 is all about building your offer if that's what you want to do. And then section 5 is how to scale with customer service. So important, right? So important because the first sale that you'll get in your business or the first time you acquire a customer, right, is generally the hardest for that customer. Okay. So acquiring a customer is generally the hardest step, right, in that relationship. So once you acquire a customer, you do want to learn how to build community. You do want to learn how to create a base for ongoing business, for ongoing sales, right? You don't want the kind of business where someone only comes in your door one time, buys something, and never comes back. Ask yourself this question: what business wants that? Does Bath and Body Works want that? Does Macy's want that? Does Louis Vuitton want that? Does Target want that? Does Publix want that? There's no store that I know of that's like, oh no, we just want our customers to come in one time and we never want to see them again. All businesses want repeat buyers and or they want referrals because they understand, right? That's the easier way for growth. If they keep acquiring and as they acquire, more people come back and or bring more people with them, exponential growth, right? That is why, again, as you can tell, it's put together so that you learn how to build a real business. You learn how to build something sustainable. You learn how to set yourself up for online business success. Those aren't just words that I use. That's exactly what this course helps you to do. Set yourself up for online business success, right? Now, when you decide to invest in the course, all right, you're going to take the time to invest in the course. You're then going to take the time to learn from what you invest in. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment, right? As you learn, you're going to apply what you're learning right back to your business. So as you're going through the sections, right, like when you come out of the automation section, you should have, right, a money getting system set up, right? At the minimum, you have a system set up to sell the course as your own, or you have a system in the foundation of a system set up to sell something else that you want to sell. I have a customer right now that's deciding to sell like a health and wellness product. And so she's setting up her funnel to actually sell a health and wellness product. Selling the course is not even on her mind right now. She's learning what she's learning, right, to get her business set up, right, to actually sell a health and wellness product. So you literally can use this to help you with anything that you want to be successful with making money with online, any kind of business that you want to grow and you're serious about it. That's what this is about, right? Now with the 1-2 punch, you also get the mentorship, right? And the mentorship is amazing for helping you to tap in and to begin to master yourself and to put the bits together in a way that's personalized. So again, like, how do I know these little, so for the person that asks, a question like, I hope you don't just kick rocks after you take money. Can someone vouch for me in the live chat? Just vouch for me. Let people know I don't kick rocks. And I'm very prolific. I'm very present. I don't kick rocks. But that's why I know so much about my customers, because they don't just buy a course from me, right? Like, I'm literally a part of their journey. I'm helping them put things together. I'm helping them with their ideas. I'm helping them with their content. I'm helping them with honing and mastering their skills, right? In a personalized way, because like literally like my greatest mission for what I do is not to help you make money. You're gonna do that if you get this stuff. So that's my greatest mission, is to help you get it. Because when you get it the way that I get it, you're always in a position to write your own check. Always in a position. So I don't want to just help Megan make some money. I've done that before over the years. I've helped people make money. But because they didn't get it, right? They were just making money for the season, and they didn't really know how to build upon that and to do something more with it. Instead, I want to teach you how to fish. So no matter how things turn or change in your business and or your life, write this one down. You always know how to write your own check. And that's what this is about, gaining the skills to pay the bills. Y'all, when I had experience like my first, actually every single time, I experienced a really great growth in my business, right? Where we're talking about where I went from less than $200 in my bank account to $6,000 in 1 month and $17,000 next month, right? And then consistent $10,000 months. I didn't truly learn any new skills. I didn't learn anything. I was just a great marketer because I'm prolific, because I will do the videos, because I will be out there. I was just a really, really great promoter and a really great marketer. And I was really great at hyping people up. I didn't learn like the stuff that I'm taking serious now. Looking at my analytics, looking at my stats, looking at my data, knowing what's what, knowing why I had the growth, where the growth came from, where I need to double down. I didn't know any of that. Those things didn't teach me those things. They just get you excited about making money. And those that get great at promoting are the ones that make money. Like, let me know if this is making sense or if this is too much honesty. That's how I did great then. But I was always starting back over. It was always about the latest, greatest opportunity. And so even though I did have a strong foundation, because I was always building my email list and always growing my audience, it was always feast and famine. It was always starting over. So in all fairness, I've always known how to make really good money online. It didn't always work out that way though, because of so much starting and stopping, feast and famine, shiny object syndrome. I know I'm saying all things that you can relate to, right? Or that you understand, or you've heard people talk about. There's nothing about any of those things that's conducive to your long-term success. And here we go with this. I'm 49 years old, right? About to be 50 in a couple of weeks. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for shiny object syndrome. I don't have time for inconsistency. I don't have time for feast and famine. I don't have time for the opportunity of the month. I got to be building upon something, right? I've got to be unavailable for last month's outcome. Last month's outcome was fantastic. Praise God for it, right? But I'm believing for another 86.1% this month. And all of that comes because I've decided to get this and not just rely upon making money. So I don't want to just help Veronica make some money. I don't want to just help people make money. I want to help you get this. So even if there ever comes a point in time where our relationship is no longer for one reason or another, you always know how to write your own checks. You always have the skills to pay the bills. Let me know if that makes sense. That's what this is about for me. So you see how when I say things like a $500 investment, are you kidding me? And to know you get the addition of my mentorship, are you kidding me? It's nothing. It's nothing compared to what this can help you do. And for $500, to know that, again, where my business is now, a 108% increase from last year. Again, where can a girl like me go? Where can someone like you go and write your own check to make that happen? Now, these are the things we need to talk about a lot more. And these are the things that we've got to get for ourselves. I'm getting ready to give you a money play. Write this down. These are the things that we've got to get for ourselves, because then we got to go on and we've got to now be responsible and have an obligation to getting other people to see it this way too. Creating the awareness and asking them those questions, right? Where can a girl like me go? You should be out there saying that to other people. That's why you got to get this course. So you can say right here on the internet when you develop these skills. because there are people out there that need to hear that question, that might feel like they're stuck. They might have shiny object syndrome. They might not know where to start. They might not know who to trust. You can be that person that can do all of that for them and get them to a place of taking action, because you realize 16 years ago, it was someone that showed up that inspired me to get started on this journey. And even in that statement that person left last night, as far as like, I hope you're genuine. I hope you don't kick rocks. It's not even about anyone kicking rocks on you. Every person should be adult enough to invest into something and to see to it they get what they need to get out of it, and have the integrity to go through the training, learn, and take action. Because truly, no one's success is truly dependent upon another person. And so many people that inspired me early on did kick rocks, decided they no longer wanted to be internet marketers, real talk, decided to pursue other things. It doesn't mean that I don't still go get it for myself. Thank you for helping me lay a strong foundation, right? But the baton carries on. I grab the baton and maybe I'll find another mentor. I'll find someone else that can inspire me. But in the meantime, I'm going to do what I know to do. So there still has to be a sense of responsibility. It don't matter really who you think your mentor is. If you're not going to do the work, or if you feel that you've purchased other things and someone let you down, well, that's where you're wrong. No one truly let you down, because no one can do the work for you. Everyone has access to the information. Everyone has access to these platforms. Everyone has access, right, to doing. What do we do with it? Right? What do we do with it? All right. So with the mentorship, all right, again, you get that bit, whether you want to look at it as accountability, whether you want to look at it as knowing if I have a question, I have somewhere to go, knowing that you have an additional platform, right, where you're being fed and dripped additional resources and strategies, like my specific strategies and value and content and lessons, that you actually have someplace so you don't have to be in this all by yourself, right? You have that. Absolutely. It's all about outlook. And so it's like, there can be someone that can take what I just said and say, well, the mentorship's not important. Mentorship is really, really important, because I know there are things that I share that have helped people make significant strides in their business and even in their life. Because we're a work in progress as human beings. And I really cater to the whole person, not just business. I talk about it all. From mindset, I talk about it all. But if someone says they're not successful because their person kicked rocks, then you relied way too much on that person. That person, no one has that much control over your success or your failure. They just don't, because they can't create your marketing. They can't create your product. They can't get out there and do the things. Right? So unless they completely sold you on them and there was no course or there was no digital product, then yes, they were wrong. But if they sold you something to learn from, but you were solely reliant upon them being there, that's not the right way to look at it. We never want to be that dependent upon anybody. My mentorship is a bonus. And it's a bonus that I love to offer because I know I'm giving from my overflow. It takes nothing from me. It not only makes me better, but it makes those that get to experience my mentorship a heck of a lot better as well. They get to receive things that they ordinarily would not be able to receive, that I know can help them get to new levels. So absolutely, it's about outlook. I mean, so much of it is how we approach things, how we look at things, right? And what we decide to actually make out of it. I'm always afraid of the person that's like, I'm joining you. I'm giving you my last $500. No, you're not. If that is your conversation, I don't want it, right? I don't want it. That's what I already know we're going into. But the fact of the matter is, because of the way that I show up and I market and who I talk to, I don't deal with that in my business. I really don't. People literally just invest. They literally just decide this is what they want, right? And they go for what they want. And they get all the benefits of all the extras, right, that are there for them. All right. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. But if you're like, I want to take advantage. I want to go. All right. GoProWithSteph.com. You purchase the course, you get the mentorship for free included. All right. Limited time. That's not forever. There will be a point in time where you go to buy the course and you'll have the option to add on the mentorship for an additional cost. But right now, there is no additional cost. All right. So, like, seriously, if you are picking up what I'm putting down, you see the value, like, now's the time you want to go. All right. So the steps, you guys, are always the steps. You're never going to show up here and I'm like, oh, we're running things different now. The steps are always the steps, and they need to be that way. That is how we create continuity, congruency, dependability, right, on what it is that we're doing. All right. So number one, okay, the first step for everybody is you got to get the training. Nowadays in my business, since I closed up my coaching business, I don't coach, I don't consult, I don't mentor people that don't have the course, that don't have the basic foundations, right, of what it takes to make money online. It's too much work for me. I have to make sure that people have the tools to learn. So the first step for anyone that wants to learn how to make money online, grow an online business, sell digital products, you got to get the course. All right. I already talked about what comes in the course. You're going to learn how to lay a foundation. You're going to learn how to set up automation. You're going to learn how to drive traffic. You're going to learn how to build your own offer if that's what you want to do. You're going to learn how to scale with impeccable customer service. 29 modules. It's going to walk you through everything. You're going to have everything that you need to begin learning, to get set up for online business success, to begin building your own email list, to begin making money, to begin marketing on your platform, to begin growing your audience, to learn how to create content, to learn how to tell stories. You're going to learn it all. You're going to learn it all. All right. That's step number one. Now, understand about the training, because you might go off of here and say, well, I don't want to do what you're doing, Steph. I don't want the course that you're selling. Whatever you do decide to invest into in terms of the training, this is the big prereq that I ask that you consider, is that you make sure that it has everything that you need to get started with making money. Okay. So here I know when someone invests $500, they get the marketing system for free. The only other thing they might have to invest into is a domain name if they don't already have one. But I know they have everything in the course to begin getting set up and making money. They have everything to learn, everything to establish themselves, everything to help them figure out what they want to sell. They're going to have the instructions on setting up their funnels and their money getting systems. They have everything. There's no having to go someplace else to learn a skill set or to learn a strategy, right? You're going to learn the fundamentals here that will help you make your first $10,000 online if you've yet to do that, and carry you on to $10,000 months if you want to. Okay, you guys, really important. I don't run ads. There's nothing that I do that's not in the courses within this course. There's in the modules. There's nothing I do. So it's not like I'm telling you to go get the course, but yet I'm spending $10,000 a month on ads. I spend zero on ads. Everything I do is organic. Free YouTube videos to my email list, an email welcome campaign, daily broadcast to my list, going live, 5-figure months. So I'm telling you everything that I know about making money and that I do, you will get to learn between the course and between my mentorship. Okay, that's just being completely transparent. And that's not always what happens out there. All right, you should feel good in knowing that you'll have everything that you need. You'll learn how to establish your niche. You'll learn how everything you've got to consider, you're going to learn within this course. All right, so you got to get the training. All right, you guys, it's so funny because, you know, when I used to be a coach and I used to do consulting, people would pay me $300 for an hour of my time to help them gain clarity and to help them gain direction. Isn't that crazy? Like, I would spend an hour with them to help them gain direction over their business. Right? I've had people pay me $1,000 an hour to help them work their strategy because I'm good at it. Right? And the return on investment is huge for someone that implements a really good sound strategy. But to know for $500, you get all of this, that you get to learn. It's not just a call, it's information that you will forever have. Right? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Number two, because remember the steps are the steps. Step number one, all right? Someone put in the live chat, all right? Step number one is get the training. Step number two is you're going to use what you learn to sell a high-end demand digital product, okay? Shay Stark says, question, do you still receive both? You receive the original roadmap, you receive roadmap 2.0, you receive roadmap 3.0. It's all together. It's all within one platform. Yep, absolutely. You get it all. All right, and that's how it always is with the roadmap. It's not separate, it's not you. They decide to do a 4.0, right? You get that at no additional charge, okay? Won't always be true of my mentorship though, right? There will be a time where my mentorship will have an additional fee on it, all right? If you don't want that, grab the course, all right? Step number two, thank you, Megan, get the training. Number two, use what you learn to sell a high-end demand digital product, all right? The reason why this is such an important step is because when I think back to 2007, when I got started and I began to learn from my very first digital product, I turned right back around and I began to sell that digital product to other people because I knew other people needed the information. I knew that what I had my hands on was, even though I knew nothing about high-end demand, like all the terms and stuff I know now, complete transparency, I didn't know those terms back then. All I knew was I was like, wow, people need this. And so I was actually selling something very high in demand to people that had a high desire to make money online. So I made my first sale in 3 days and 28 sales in my first 30 days. So you want to sell a digital product. Why digital product? Easy to set up. So even if I were to go through the training as someone completely new, and I was like, I really want to teach women like how to lose their first, 10 pounds because I was able to do it after struggling and I have some tips that work. And like, let's say that was my thing. Based on the training, I could get in the training, they give you templates. They give you Canva templates, right? For lead magnets and Canva templates for an ebook. So, and all the instructions. And they show you how to get it set up to sell, right? Whether you want to use the marketing system, whether you want to use StanStore, they walk you through completely, right? Like how to get your stuff set up to sell. But a digital product, because it's easy to get set up. So if I had a knowledge base, I could have a digital product up knowing me within a day or two. Even being new, I could have had a digital product up, let's just say a week max. And then by making it high in demand, right? It means that high in demand means there's people out there that desire this. They have the problem. They know they have the problem. They're consuming content on the problem. They're in fact looking for a solution, right? And so now all you got to do is pick a platform and learn how to get in front of them. So you don't want to pick a product where, it's kind of like, people could take or leave it. The way that I always think about it is you want to choose a product where it's like my person would buy it today. And so for me, that high-end demand digital product is the course. Because the way that I break it down, I make it where my person understands, like, I need to have this course. And so my people buy it today. Because I know how to look at my numbers, y'all, I'm at almost 100% at this point of people that buy the course from me are in my world for less than 30 days. Do you understand what that means for you? It means that you can get out there, begin to sell, whether it's the course because you love the make money online industry and people need this information, right? Matter of fact, Al Stu, right? She's actually one of my customers and she said it today, right? I believe that I'm speaking, yeah, that's the right person, right? And she even said, she's like going through the course, like, I know people are online, they want to sell stuff, they need this information. You start going through the course and you're like, people need this. Like they're out there struggling, right? They have things to sell, but they're not making money. They need this. So if you become convicted that way, right, then the course might make the most amount of sense as that high in demand product to begin selling. And it's like $1 billion. It's only about $1 billion a day industry. E-learning, digital marketing, making money online. Now, I thought so. Only $1 billion a day. People are consuming content in droves about making money online and starting businesses and digital products, specifically digital products. right? So for sure, this course is high in desire and high in demand. All right. And so if you want to make money faster, right, you want to sell something where it's like, I know my ideal person, which again, you're going to establish that within the training. You're going to learn all about them, where their pain is, what they desire, what they want, how they would spend their money, and you're going to sell them that. Why sell them something that's going to make the decision-making process long and hard? Sell them what they would buy today, and you increase the chances of making money faster. So again, for encouragement, don't think, Steph, I can't do what you do because I haven't been online for 16 years. You can. Because again, I want to say, like, over the past, I don't know, 20 customers have been people that recently entered my world, right? They're not people that have been like hanging out with me for months and months and months or years and years and years. That was early when I started promoting the course. But now the past like 2-3 months, these are people that are just discovering me, which guess what? It means the playing field is level. Yes, there are variables that I bring that you might not necessarily have in terms of the experience and content creation. But the reason I sell the course is because you can learn these things. The reason I offer the mentorship is that you can learn these things. You can pick up these things from me. You can gain insight on these things. So someone just let me know, are you encouraged by knowing that I'm not building an email list and then having to nurture this list for months and months and months and months before I make a sale, but that literally people are like popping on my list one day and becoming a customer the next day? Someone type this in. That's huge. That should be so much encouragement. I would be like, say less. I'm ready. I can do this. I'd be so hyped by that if that was me out there, like looking to get started in this way. All right. So you're going to, number 2, you're going to use the training. You're going to use what you learn and pick a high in demand digital product. All right. To begin selling. Number 3. Okay. Remember, the steps are the steps, you guys. I had someone that, again, been in my world for a while, been a part of my community for a while, but they're not in the course. And they're like, yeah, I'll get back to you when I know what I want to do. And it's like, what I wanted to say was, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You need the course, because the reason you failed online all this time is because you don't have the digital marketing skills. You don't know what's in the course. So I don't care what you want to sell. I don't care who your niche is. You can go join anything you want to join out there. But if you bring what you've been bringing to selling that thing, you're going to fail like you've been failing, right? Like that. The reason I do so well is because it's non-negotiable. I know that if you want to make money online, whether you get it through this course or you get it someplace else, right? You need the training. You need what's in here to make money online. That's just the way it is. Number 3, you're going to set your automations up. All right. So once you figure out what it is that you want to sell, right, you're going to set automations up to sell that thing for you 24/7, 365. So it looks like a capture page, a sales page, your payment processor set up, right? You work with our system, right? You're going to learn how to accept Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, so that whether it's the course, whether it's your own digital products, whether it's a service you want to offer, you can give your customers the flexibility of splitting up their payments without it being at risk of you by accepting Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm. This is that element right here, you guys, where I sat down, at the end of February, and I was like, okay, let's look at my numbers. And so not only did I have the 86.1% increase in my money, which, you guys, for this industry is exciting because my expenses are crazy low, right? And so because, again, it's 100% profits, meaning I'm just paying a nominal like 2.9% merchant fees. So for every $100, right, like $3 is missing from my money. Again, someone's typing, that's huge. So if someone buys $500 course, $485 is sent to my bank account. Y'all, that's huge. Okay? My marketing system, because I have a lot more than most people, right? I pay for that annually, but if I paid monthly, it'd be like $47 a month. And my marketing system runs my email list, runs all of my capture pages. $47 a month if you paid monthly. YouTube is free, right? YouTube pays me another nice chunk of money for doing videos on a weekly basis. That's another income stream. My marketing system pays me, right, a pretty little penny every month from referring other people to the marketing system, right? 100% profits from selling the course, 100% profits when I sell things from my own personal digital product store. And so as I looked at my systems, I realized for every 16 opt-ins, I make a sale. This is what I want more people to understand about their business. This is where the fun and the predictability happens. Because then you're like, oh, well, all I got to do is just get more opt-ins in a shorter span of time. If I want to make 5 sales a day, right? How do I get 16 times 5 opt-ins a day? You see what I'm saying? So your automations, it's not just your sleep money. It's your sleep money, but it's also like your 24/7 sales force. It's generating the leads, right? So literally I wake up to new leads. I get new leads throughout the day. I can wake up to sales. I can generate sales throughout the day without talking to people because this element is set up, right? My store is set up like Fashion Nova, right? I build an email list, right? When people visit my store by giving them a certain percentage off, now they're on my email list and I can send them emails, right? Just like Fashion Nova. And that automated system for my store follows up whenever they left something in their cart. I don't even have to think about it. It reminds them that, hey, you were looking at this. Do you want to come back and purchase it? So you want automations because it helps you make money on autopilot. You got to invest some time in setting them up. But then the beauty is when you realize, wait a second, I wasn't even at my computer and I made money, right? I'm trying so hard, you guys, to really not work on Sundays. And this Sunday was like the first Sunday in a long time where I did not touch my computer, right? I did not even work on my phone until I sent an email that night. And I earned $1,000 on Sunday. Not engaged in my business at all. Just sales that came in because of automation, because of my videos, because of emails that are automatically being fired off. That's what you learn in the course. Is that what you want to learn? Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to have set up for yourself? You can learn it. And this course, I promise you, hand on heart, it does simplify it. It makes it doable for anyone that wants to learn this. For anyone that might have ever struggled with tech or with setting things up or with systems or with tools, I'm telling you, anyone can learn this. Anyone. If you give yourself a little bit of grace, a little bit of time, I don't care where you are in life, you can learn this. Right? So again, remember the steps are the steps. Everyone's got to set up automations. Okay? Number 4, you're going to then choose your platform to grow on. Remember what I told you about your training? You want to make sure your training has everything. So you don't have to learn like, oh, I learned everything, but now I got to go buy YouTube training or buy Pinterest training. Nope. It's all right here. So once you're set up and you're like, okay, now it's time to drive traffic. Now it's time for me to get out there and create awareness. You simply go to the traffic section. You pick which platform you want to learn. You learn it and you get set up. And you begin creating content to create awareness, to get people to your system, and to sell. Right? You guys, these are the steps that everyone has to consider. Everyone. You can have the greatest offer. It could be meaningful. It could be deep. It could be, so solution-based. But here's the thing, you guys. You might not need to create content on a daily basis. What you need is to be getting eyeballs on your content on a daily basis. You need to be essentially growing your audiences on a daily basis. That means like if you're on Pinterest, your Pinterest should be getting new eyeballs every single day. Your email list, right, should be growing every single day. Like that's where you want to get your business to. Because when those things happen, you guys, this is where it gets really important, right? When those things happen, when your audience is growing every single day. So I know on YouTube, as my views grow, subscribers aren't, I'm here nor there with that. But as long as my views are growing and I'm getting new views every single day and I'm getting new opt-ins every single day, the money is inevitable. Again, if you've been on the struggle bus, ask yourself, right? How prolific have I been with creating content so that I can grow my audience daily? Right? Has my email list been growing daily? If not, y'all, free game, that's where you want to focus. Right? So many of my customers, right, that I'm working with right now, I'm telling them that's where we're focusing right now. Growing your audience and your email list. Okay, because right there, that's the money play. We get those things growing daily, the money will be inevitable. Because why teach you like my conversion strategies that I work on my email list if your email list is not growing? And I have amazing email marketing conversion strategies. But why teach you those gems, if your list is not growing? Y'all see how this works? Y'all see why the mentorship is so valuable? I literally do have so much to give. I have so many things. Right? They're working for me, but they're only working for me because I've taken care of the other elements of my business that allow me to leverage these gems to create greater conversions. Okay, so everyone's got to choose a platform to grow on. That right there, and then step number 5 literally becomes your job in your business. Step number 5, create content, right, to call in your ideal people. Okay. I say daily, but the fact is you don't necessarily have to create content daily, but you got to have a platform where you have content on it so you grow your audience daily. Right? You want to increase. So if you're on Pinterest, right, you want to see your visitors growing daily. If you're on YouTube, you want to see your views growing daily, right? If you're on Facebook, there's some way you want to judge like what you're doing on Facebook. Is it growing? Right? How are you going to judge whether or not it's working? All right. If you're on Instagram and you're doing reels, are your reels getting new views and eyeballs? Are your stories getting new views and eyeballs? Same thing with TikTok, right? Are you gaining new views and eyeballs? If those things aren't happening, you're not growing your business. Your business is not growing. It's so important you understand these things. Do you see how it's not what you sell? It's not the latest, greatest opportunity. You see why people are failing in droves in these business opportunities? Because these business opportunities are not spitting the facts like this. They're not laying it out like this. They're just basically saying, oh my God, earn $1,000 a day. Jump in, get it set up, and sell it to other people. Well, good luck with that. I know I have seen tons of people fail over the years trying it that way. Instead, I've learned now I'm setting people up. I'm hooking people up with the goods to learn how to run a business that can set them free. At one point, I felt some kind of way about my own business. I felt kind of ashamed that I've been in business 16 years. And I guess by other people's standards, like a lot of times I want to put pressure like, oh my gosh, I should be doing way better. But when I think about it, I've made a lot of money online. Like seriously, I've made some really, really, really good money. But I admit to feast and famine. I admit to, good times and bad times. And all of those things can be accounted for because I didn't truly know how to run a business like a business so that it could be a well-oiled machine and sustainable. Right? Where there's a lot of people who haven't made any good money online. So through sheer will, I made a lot of money. I've done well. At the age of 49, I don't want to be a salesperson. I want a business that's a well-oiled machine. And that's literally what I am setting up and that I have working for me now, where YouTube has become my library. I've learned how to use YouTube better, where I'm getting more views, attracting amazing people. Like, it's so crazy because it's like every customer that comes in, right, that I like get to connect with, I'm like, they sound so much like me. Like, I'm like, it's so, and again, when you get intentional about your niche and who you want to serve, and you begin to show up speaking to them, it's just amazing how you call in the people, right, that are meant to do business with you. And you build a business based upon customers that you really do enjoy connecting with. That wasn't always the case in my business. When I just thought my business was for anyone that wanted to make money, right, I attracted some real characters. But when I doubled down on my niche and who I wanted to serve and, how I wanted to call them in, like, it literally, when I speak to people, I'm like, I can tell they're so closely related or connected to who I am as a person and what I want and how I'm giving, right? So it's like I get to call in who I want to work with, who I want to attract. You can do the same thing. Again, it's all in the training, right? To help you learn how to do that, right? So you want to be growing your audiences every single day. So write this down. You want to be growing your platform every single day. And you want to be growing your email list every single day. You do those two things, right? Your money becomes more predictable. You know that you are on your way. All right. You do those two things, then we can move into some higher level conversion strategies to help you convert more people on your actual email list. Right? You do those two things, then we can talk about higher level conversion strategies to convert more of your audience on your platform, right? So maybe you start going live on your platform, or you start integrating another strategy on your platform, right? To convert more people on that platform into customers or buyers inside of your business. Do you see how all of this works, you guys? It's not mystical. It's not magical. You don't need to hone your manifestation skills. We all manifest. Good, bad, and different, you are manifesting every single day. You're manifesting something based upon past decisions. You don't need to hone your manifestation skills, right? You need to mind your decision-making skills. You need to learn how to plant better seeds to get the harvest that you desire, period. That's it. That's it. And that's what I love about this course with the 1-2 punch with my mentorship, right, is that you learn how to plant the right seeds. You learn how to be a better planter of seeds, right, to help you get the harvest that you desire. That is what this is all about. Okay? For other believers, it's biblical. It is biblical. No, we don't sit here and kumbaya our way to wealth or business growth. We learn how to plant seeds. We learn how to cultivate the seeds. Cultivate the land. We reap a harvest. Whatever you're reaping right now, whatever harvest you're in right now, is because of seeds you already planted. You can't do much about the harvest you're in right now, but you can do something about planting different seeds right now for the harvest of 30, 60, 90 days from now. Let me know if that's making sense. So you do nothing different now, well, you're going to get the same thing 30, 60, 90 days. That's just the reality. That was my wake-up call when I realized that I had ultimate control by just deciding to be better at the seeds that I planted. Period. I didn't focus on how to manifest better. I focused on how to make better decisions and to take more proactive action. Good old practical business steps. That's it. That's it. That's what you learn. I can be very esoteric, for sure. Like, my mind can go way out there with how I put things together. But when I look at my results, it's just because I simply decided that I wanted certain results, that I no longer wanted anything less than 5-figure months, period. And I put the plan in place to get there. And I was patient with getting there because I wanted it to be sustainable once I got back to there. Hear me on this, okay? I was patient getting there because in my pivot, I pretty much started from scratch. And I was patient climbing back up to there because this time I wanted it to be sustainable. I didn't want to make some money. I wanted to build a business. I wanted a well-oiled machine. Now, with my patience, I was impatient by taking prolific action. I took prolific action. I did what I could control. And I relied upon the outcome or the harvest to come when it was harvest time. You go to the store, you buy seeds. Not all seeds are going to harvest at the same time. Am I right or wrong? So you do what you can control. You plant, you water, you till, you cultivate. Some seeds, right, are going to take bloom now. Some seeds are going to take bloom another time. But as long as you keep planting the seeds and doing what you can control, you're going to reap the harvest. You're going to reap a harvest of those seeds. Whew. You guys, so how do we use this course? Okay, the first few modules will guide you. Write this down. All right, then you can choose your direction. Okay, you can decide to set the course up as something to sell as your own. You can decide to use what you learn to sell your own ideas. Or you can create your own digital product and your own offers. Like I said, I have people that are doing it all right now. And I love it. I love it. And I love how the first few modules are really helping people figure out what they want and paint a bigger vision or a clear vision for what they want, so that this time, or maybe they're just getting started, they're doing it according to what they want. That's big. That's so important, right? I had to get clear on my vision when I was buckling down this time. It couldn't just be about making some money. Been there, done that before. Didn't work out well for me long term. This time I got clear on my vision and I set a business up around my vision. Okay. And then you just simply dive into the platform training and you decide what platform you want to grow on and you begin to take action. That becomes your daily job. That becomes what you focus on a weekly basis, is growing that platform and growing your email list. All right. How do you leverage the mentorship? Right. As soon as you buy the course, right, I give you access to the mentorship. I encourage you to watch the welcome video. That's going to provide great guidance on how to activate all of this, right? My biggest recommendation is diving into the course you invested into, right? 3.0 and starting right at the beginning, right at the very top. Okay, 3.0 is where you want to start. It's organized the best, all right? And then you can use the resources, right, to help you in getting set up. Like I give you share codes for my sales system. I give you email share codes. You have swipe copy. You have content ideas. You have a lot of resources in there that you can leverage to use in your business. That's one way to use the mentorship. All right. And then you can also dive into our online growth blitz, right? Fuego. It's going to really, really help you learn how to gain clarity, right, over establishing your niche and all of those nitty gritty important areas that so many people overlook when they're starting their business or trying to grow their business. The growth blitz, again, I did that because those were the elements I really focused on, right, to grow and explode my business this time. That's where I focus, right, to build the foundation and the sustainability that I have right now. Right? So that's there for your disposal as well. Inside of the mentorship, you also get access to office hours every Tuesday. My Zoom room is open. You can pop in, ask questions, get guidance, feedback, say hello, whatever. Connect with other members that are there. But I'm there every Tuesday. All right? Whether anyone shows up or whether a gazillion people show up, right? I am there, right, to help you. So you always have that element of support. And then we also do like a monthly training / hangout, right, once a month, where it's like a deep dive on a specific topic, generally to kind of send us into the new month. And then you can ask questions, and other members like to share. There's a lot of members that have, experience and have been around the block. And so it's really nice to hear different perspectives and different stories and just be able to glean, right, from other members that have other things to offer as well. And to be able to ask questions and, again, get feedback, and just to know you're not in this all by yourself. All right. So important. All right. So with getting started, all you got to do is just purchase the course. It's a one-time investment of $500. All right. You can pay through PayPal, debit or credit card, and Klarna and Afterpay are accepted on my site as well. So if you need to split up your payments or spread them out, those options are there for you as well to help you in getting started. All right. When you get started, all right, number one, you're going to have the opportunity to learn digital marketing and the business of online business like you likely have never experienced it before. And if you're brand new to all of this, like you are really, really in for a treat. Like you are going to bypass a lot of frustration, a lot of time wasted, and a lot of money wasted, right? Because like you're settling into the right thing that you need to settle in on to get everything that you need. You're going to learn digital marketing and the business of online business. All right. You're also given opportunity. So you can either decide to create your own opportunities based upon what you're learning in the course, right? As in like your own digital products, or you can decide to sell the course as your own digital product. And of course, our course helps you in getting that all set up. All right. So you instantly come into a world of opportunity, allowing you to write your own check. And then you also get ownership. You own this course. It is a digital asset that you are investing in. All right. So you will have the opportunity to download the course and own it forever. All right. No additional charge for that. All right. So you are purchasing or investing into a digital asset that no one can ever take away from you. You guys, that's huge. It's unheard of. Right. When I invested, $1,100 into that BizOp, even though I made, several hundreds of dollars promoting it, when it was taken away from me, like you literally killed my business for that moment. This is an instance where no one can do that to you, right? No one can do that to you because you own the opportunity. You can always sell this as your own. Beautiful. All right. So you are going to learn how to do business just like me, but for yourself. Like that's the best way I like to describe all of this. And the reason I kind of wrap it up and describe it is that because when I was getting started many years ago, that's what I looked for. I looked for people that I could learn from. I always wanted to model what was already working. And in my own business, that's one of the biggest things that I've had to tackle with other people is people wanting to model what I do, wanting to know what it is that I know, or feeling like, well, Steph, I can't do what you do because I don't know what you do. I don't know what you know. And so for these past 8-9 months, like I literally have been able to tell people, if you want to do what I do, you can learn what I know. You can set your business up the way that my business is set up. You can sell the way that I sell. Like you can create the exact same opportunities for yourself, right? And never feel like you're at a disadvantage. The only thing I have on you is time, right? Is time. And that could work both ways. You might be a lot younger than me. So I have that, right? I have that on you is time. Being 49 years old, you might be younger, but I do have time served in the industry as well. But to know that you can learn everything I know and you get to glean from my real mentorship through the mentorship, right? Like you get the real insights on how my business works and runs. And as I have these these up levelings and these things are happening, right, I share them. I teach them the things, the strategies that I'm implementing that are helping me get these great results. I'm starting to, those that are taking action, I'm talking to them about how to look at their analytics, how to look at their data, right? So it's like, as you progress, right, like new levels of information open up to you as you need it. So you don't have to figure out or go through the process I went through, right, of piecemealing this stuff together and not knowing what to look for, right, during spans in my business. So this is it, y'all. Like this is it. This sets you up for online business success and helps you create a very, very well-oiled machine. So when you purchase and invest in the course, whether you do payment plan or you pay in full, right, doesn't affect me at all. You get access to everything. All right. And it's all laid out, right? I just explained how to take advantage of everything and it's all there for you. And for a limited time, the mentorship element is included at no additional cost. If you get it at no additional cost for this entire year, there is no additional cost for you for the group mentorship, for the hub, for office hours, and for what we do once a month with our hangouts and our trainings. No additional cost. When there's a price tag on it, there'll just be a price tag on it, right? And so you'll have to invest in the course and then additionally for the mentorship as well. So if you guys have any questions, go to goprowithsteph.com down below in the description. Just click on it. right? Enter your information, go through the information, which is so you're going to just see it's going to co-sign everything I said, but it's going to break down and share with you exactly what comes in the course. There's a video on there as well. I'm going to need to redo that video because that video actually walks you through 2.0. But just know that video walking you through 2.0 is the same information in 3.0. 3.0 just has a little bit more and it's more organized. It's broken down into sections. All right, so you can pop over to goprowithsteph.com, get all of the details. And if you do have any questions, just hit reply on the email that you will receive from me, and I'll answer your questions. And I look so forward to getting you plugged in. I really, really hope you guys are leaving better than when you came. And I really hope I was able to paint a clear picture of how you can start making money online with digital products plus mentorship, which is the thing that's missing in so many people's lives. So no, I don't kick rocks. I am here for you, right? All you got to do is just show up to all the things that are made available to you, right? You take the first step and your girl's got your back. I really hope you guys are leaving better. Have a fantastic night. Go to goprowithsteph.com. Again, the link is down below in the description. Get started. Email me and say, Steph, I'm in. I'll verify your correct email address that you want to use. Get you plugged into the mentorship, and away we go. Have a great night, you guys. I hope this served you well. Look forward to seeing you inside of the community, ultimately celebrating your success. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and click on notifications so you can stay in the know of all new videos, live streams, and shorts that I do as well. Have a great night, you guys. Bye-bye.